Hello Spartans, welcome back. Apparently I am a hypocrite for liking Thor and Angrboda's design in God of War Ragnarok. The reasoning behind it being that I defend Thor's design because he is mythologically accurate, and I like Angrboda's design even though it is not mythologically accurate. Now, I never do these types of videos because I find them useless, but the comments I got in this video specifically, a video where I show my full-on support for God of War Ragnarok, the developers and the new director Eric Williams, were just incredibly hilarious to the point where I needed to make a video about these comments because they are hilarious. Now, before I begin with this useless video, let me tell you that God of War Ragnarok is a video game. Its main purpose is to entertain. Nothing more, nothing less. And so, without further ado, let's begin this video. Also, if you like God of War, subscribe. Thank you. So the game hasn't passed its first trailer, and this dude says the new director ruined God of War. Talk about a snowflake. Shinigami-sama, I think you just watch the first 10 seconds of the video and draw this conclusion. So please, next time watch the full video before making a conclusion. Thank you. Bro, if I wanted to know anything about God of War, your channel wouldn't be the one to go. The trailer had everything we needed. The trailer was great. Your face and shades are pathetic. Now, I agree with you, Jose Cruz. The trailer was great. I liked everything. But again, solo viste los primeros 10 segundos, mi amigo, y sacaste esta conclusión. A la otra, no seas un idiota y ve todo el video, por favor. God of War fans, more like salty Xbox dudes. Don't bring the console wars into my channel, dude. You're stupid. Dude, the Crook Doom Eternal poster is fucking with my OCD. Please fix it. I'm sorry. Thor being fat is alright. To be honest, he looks pretty cool. But Angrboda being black just seems weird. In my opinion, the race swap is worse. It's the same thing if we made Judas black and swapped the Jews with the Indians in the Bible story. Funny thing is, nobody can explain or defend why Angrboda is a tanned girl in an icy climate. Everyone's focusing on the Thor complaint because that's the only change they can reasonably defend. Don't care about Thor being fat, he fits. What pisses me off is blackwashed Angrboda. They say that's just our fantasy. They don't have to look exactly like in myths, but you bet your ass, if someone asks why they didn't put a white guy as an Egyptian god, they'll call him racist and insist that everyone should be black. I can fully understand the Thor being fat. I do think they slightly overdid it, but it isn't really egregious in my opinion. But there is absolutely zero reason whatsoever for Angrboda to be black. This isn't just fans being racist, it's the fact that when a writer or director takes a liberty like that, made pretty much exclusively for diversity, and sticking it in a trailer is a great signal that it's going to take a lot more and much more egregious liberties. And while I agree that you shouldn't judge the game until it actually comes out, this isn't a great signal to receive on the fans' end. Also, Angrboda being black is just wrong in so many ways. Angrboda in the original text is either as pale as death itself, seeing as how she is the mother of hell, who is the Asgardian goddess of death, or fair-skinned. Her being black has nothing to do with the story, and is just another pandering move for the woke crowd, which makes a false, realistic take of Thor all the more hypocritical. I understand why people are skeptical on the decision of Angrboda being dark-skinned. Tokenism has been a thing on this industry for a long time, but there's a big difference between having a character where their only character trait is being homosexual, black, or anything else that is considered a minority group and add nothing else to the story, in other words, diversity for the sake of diversity, to having characters where their race, sexual orientation and beliefs are not the center point of their whole character and actually pushes the story forward in a good way. And that's the thing, forcing diversity for the sake of internet points or pleasing the minority of your whole fanbase. Is there an actual issue with Angrboda's race? Well, We'll have to see until the game comes out, but no. There's a theory going around that Angrboda is half Egyptian, half Jotuna, like how Atreus is half Greek, half Jotuna. Tyr's treasure chamber had several Egyptian items in it. Tyr has Egyptian glyphs tattooed on his right forearm, and it is described on Tyr's stone tablet that he has traveled to other mythologies as well. Kratos arrived to Midgard just by walking north for a long time. One of Angrboda's parents or grandparents could have done the same thing. Angrboda is the mother of all monsters, and she is described to be as pale as death itself. But pale doesn't mean being white, that just means your skin color is more washed, and that's basically her skin tone. If things go the way I think, Angrboda is going to tie God of War with the Egyptian mythology. She is but a simple tool in the story to make that doable. Where else are Kratos and Atreus going to go after Ragnarok, which is supposed to be the destruction of all 9 realms, the twilight of the gods? That's why I do not have a problem with her design. Her race has weight on the story. It connects our heroes to Egypt, and that means more boy. Imagine Kratos killing Anubis. That would be awesome. The best example I can give of forced diversity is Battlefield 5. The game's setting was World War II, a conflict where 99.9999% of people who fought in it were men. Yet, the game's campaign and multiplayer featured women as well. Now, that's not a real issue, because it isn't. To some extent, this is a fictional conflict, a video game, and it is not trying to create a historically accurate representation of how things were almost 80 years ago in the Second Great War, or so we thought. Everything went south when a DICE employee claimed that this was an accurate 100% representation of who really fought on the front lines of World War II, and when everything was done, he was going to be in the right side of history. Diversity for the sake of diversity. Now, let me go ahead and say that nobody has a problem with people of different races, beliefs, women, homosexuals, any sexual orientation that exists, goddammit, etc. being featured on video games. No, that's completely stupid to think about. We are all human. We all enjoy video games. If you think the majority of men or the majority of the gaming community in general is trying to keep these groups from video games, then you need to touch some grass. How come he speaks Spanish? He's Mexican. Why is he Mexican? Because he's Mexican. Why is he? Because he was born in Mexico. Wake up. Now, I adore Thor's design. I think he looks badass, he looks intimidating, he looks strong, because he's supposed to be strong as fuck. But upon closer examination to his design, I think if I was to change something from Thor's design, would be his chest muscles. Yes, Thor has the build of a strongman. He looks like half Thorbjornsson, Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall, but even Eddie Hall at his biggest, when he lifted half a ton, which was fantastic, badass mate, his chest muscles were really defined and big, and Thor's chest muscles don't look defined or big. He has the chest muscles of a fat dude that only plays video games all day. So yeah, that's my only complaint about his design. He needs to have like a bigger chest muscle, I don't know. ¿Quién verga está cantando fuera? ¡Cállate! Gracias, thank you. I also see complaints about, oh, Thor's design sucks because he's showing his big gut. Why does he have armor in his shoulder blades, in his forearms, legs, etc., but not in his chest and his belly? He's not covering his goddamn vital points or organs. Man, he is a god, you know, he's the almighty god of thunder. He doesn't need armor to cover his chest and gut. He is the god of thunder. Did you see Kratos in God of War 1, 2, and 3 and God of War 4? Did you see Kratos having chest armor or covering his gut? No, Thor and Kratos are basically the same. They both are showing his chest and their belly or their gut. So you didn't see Baldur covering everything, you know? Yeah, he was immortal, but still, he was a god. So yeah, gods don't need protection. They're gods. But anyways, my friends, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know what do you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you disliked the video. It is completely fine, and stay safe, stay awesome. Adios, bye. Mwah.